Canada is a country of immigrants.
Meet the Toronto-based immigration lawyer helping foreigners dare abroad.
Yeah, I have clients from Mexico, I have clients from Nigeria, I'm from Ghana, all over.
This as he gives birth to his motherland through various philanthropic projects in Kisii.
I started first by paying school. I have built what we call border sheds. I have also been able to support women and communities and groups.
Wow, great. I know you love Daring Abroad, and every week we give a new inspiring dose of this series. And today I've met a prominent lawyer in Toronto. His name is Joshua Makori, and he's done so many things back home in his, is it Kisii or Nyamira County?
In Kisii County.
Kisii County. Karibu sana, Lawyer Makori.
Thank you.
Yes,
Alex.
Tumekuwa tukiongea kwa simu.
Yes.
Kila wakati, but tumekutana hapa Toronto. Thank you so much. Welcome to Daring Abroad. And I'm sure you follow the show.
I do. I do. Thank you so much, and also welcome to Canada. We are glad to have you around.
Great. So let's begin by just understanding, what do you do as a lawyer in Toronto?
My major area of practice is immigration. As you know, Canada is a country of immigrants. So there are a lot of immigrants who find their way into this country. And most of them are faced with quite a lot of immigration illegal challenges. There are quite a number of areas that people come to Canada. One, there are those who come running away from their countries of origin to seek protection. We call them asylum seekers.
Asylum seekers.
When they come here, most of them are being persecuted, they have been traumatized, and they do not even have money for their legal process. There's a program within the Canadian government called Ontario Legal Aid, which supports, pays legal fees for these asylum seekers. So I represent them in their hearings, prepare them for this process, and make sure that when they go through the process that they have been able to understand what they are going through.
How different is that from coming as a refugee?
So actually it's one and the same. You know, Kenya, just like many other countries in the world, there are people who face persecution and face challenges that stretching from issues of land. And land in Kenya is a very emotive issue. And families have been killed because of that. We have also issues stretching from issues of FGM.
So what's the process? So once someone lands here, is an asylum seeker, what next?
So when they come as asylum seekers, some came at the port of entry, which is at the airport. When they arrive, they declare that they are running away for their safety. The process starts at the airport. We have a department called the CPSA, Canada Border Service Agency, which normally then does the processing of the initial intake at the airport, because they're the ones that are working at the airport. And if they find that your claim is supposed to be referred to immigration, then they are able to refer, they direct it to a shelter, because most people come here when they have nobody here. And then from the shelter, then the shelter is connected to lawyers that already have been designated to deal with most of these claims.
And then there's a category of immigrants who come maybe on a certain visa, for example, visitor visa. Maybe they violate, they remain, then they run into trouble. Do you deal with such issues, and how are they handled?
That's correct. When somebody comes on a visitor's visa, Canada, normally at the port of entry, you are given 6 months. And if for any reason you are here beyond the 6, or actually if you contemplate staying here for more than 6 months, you are under an obligation to be able to seek for the extension for another 6 months. But when they are still, you are right to say that there are still a number of people, when they come, they do not bother to extend their stay beyond the 6 months. They're here 1 year, they're here 2 years, they're here 3 years. And then they now face this challenge of legalizing their status here. So I am involved. I help them in terms of assessing the reasons why they were not able to extend their stay, the reasons as to why they are still continue to remain here in Canada. We assess, because it's case-to-case basis. There's no kind of a general, approach to all of them. And then some of them, we may advise them to seek what we call humanitarian and compassionate grounds, where they can seek the government to consider them on a compassionate ground, particularly because of the length of time that they have been here. Of course, others, there are still other programs, including asking them to apply to school and change their status from that of a visitor's visa to a student. So there are quite a number of areas that we can advance based on their circumstances.
Then I'm told that the challenges of maybe claiming asylum, you come as an asylum seeker or a refugee, and then you may not really go back home because when you want to go, they say, but you...
That's correct.
Yeah, explain on that.
That's correct. You know, when you seek protection, then you are informing the Canadian government that you cannot live in that country and be safe. So even when you've been considered as a protected person or when you get your status, they do not expect you to travel to that country because essentially that we call it reaffirmment. You are reaffirming yourself to the country where you are alleging that you are likely to be persecuted. So in that respect, then they will question whether or not you were genuine when you were initially seeking for this protection. There are many reasons, there are many grounds that can justify one to be deported.
So how did you come here?
I started in India. I went and did my law from India. That was in 1992 to 1997. And then after that I went to law school at the Valley Road. And then I was in Kenya for some time before I came here. Initially before I came, my sister was here. I have a sister who's a lecturer. She teaches in one of the universities here. So she challenged me to come, and of course at that time my family was here. My wife had come here earlier than me, so I was kind of still staying in Kenya. So I came, and subsequently I went through the process. I went to University of Toronto to do a program which was called Internationally Trained Lawyers Program, and then subsequently I wrote my bar exam, and then here I am.
Okay, which year did you come to Canada?
2008. I do have my support staff. I'm a sole practitioner. The practice, the JM Law Professional Corporation, is my own practice. I am the only lawyer, but I do have my support staff that help me in this way.
So do you practice other areas of litigation?
That's correct. Other than immigration, which is actually most of my major area of practice, I also practice real estate. I'm a real estate lawyer. Real estate lawyer is a lawyer who helps people to buy houses, sell houses, and actually even get mortgages for their properties. Real estate in Canada is very big. We have both what you call residential. People want to buy houses for their own residential use, for stay. There are those who buy for commercial. And there are those who actually even look for mortgages for different purposes.
Thank you, Akili. And are your clients just based here, or you also serve clients in Kenya?
I serve in Kenya. I serve from all over. Actually, I have clients from Mexico. I have clients from Nigeria. I'm from Ghana. All over. From actually all African countries.
Yeah, global.
And of course, also even Canadians.
Very well. So tell us what you are doing back home. I hear you've done quite a bit in your home country, Kenya.
That's correct. Alex, you know, I'm one person that has still that passion, not only to help our people here in Canada, but even to support people from where I come from. There are people who held my hand when I needed that help. So every time when I travel back to my village, I come from Kisii County, but more specifically I come from Kitutu North constituency. I have been touched by the many lives that I see struggling. Children not being able to go to school, people not being able to put food on the table. There are a lot of challenges. So I asked myself one question: what can I do for my people, even in a small way? So I started first by paying school fees for. I have a lot of students that I'm paying school fees for. I have built what we call border sheds. When it's raining, when it's sunny, they need a place where they can take a shelter. I have also been able to support women and communities and groups by giving them chicken and of course also giving them money to start table banking. Even the border sheds, I give them chairs and I give them money for their circles. So I have been providing uniforms, shoes and socks to these very young children. I've been also providing Santa towels to standard 6, 7 and 8. I have also been able to support even hospitals. Well
done. So is it through a foundation?
Yes, I'm doing them through what we call the Joshua Makori Nyarenchi Foundation. I have a foundation, I have people on the ground that are helping. I am not there, so they are my hands that help to reach out to those that need help. I've helped a lot of people to come as well. They are still here, and I'm doing the same. I mean, as one person, I may not be able to do everything, but I'm trying my best that those that I can manage, I'll be able to, not even coming to Canada alone, even others going to Qatar, others going to Dubai, others going to other countries.
So how has Canada changed you?
You know, I would have not imagined to have gone to another country than Canada. Canada is a good country. In fact, in terms of the quality of life, you know, we work Monday to Friday, and on the weekends we stay home. The kind of food we eat is almost like similar. The only thing that I miss home is my family and my extended family members. Canada is home. People here are very, very kind. They are very supportive. In Canada, you can be anything. There are many countries when you go there, even if you were a doctor, you will never become a doctor in your life. You end up being a taxi driver. But Canada I was a lawyer back home. I have come here, but still I'm able to practice the same profession. So Canada gives us the opportunity to be who we are without any discrimination.
I'll take you back to the immigration issue. Many Kenyans want to come. They just say, as long as I land, with the Yukon land of milk and honey. And is it something you would advise people?
Alex, just like Kenya or even in Canada, when you're new anywhere, there are challenges that are incumbent, unless really you have somebody that is going to help you settle down quickly. It's not easy. I know, and it also depends on what are your expectations. Because there are people, I will advise people to lower the expectations. Because people come here with a very high expectation, and when they arrive here, they get frustrated because you have to start from somewhere. In fact, Canada is one of the countries that has been welcoming immigrants over years. Canada every year welcomes about 350,000 immigrants every year, and they are stretched from different areas. One, there are those who are federal skilled workers, who are professionals who come. Canada wants young people. When you are young and you are a professional, there is a pathway within which you can still be able to apply and come. All areas, but they like mostly health, lawyers, the accountants, even actually what you call the social workers. I remember when I became a citizen of this country, the immigration judge said that when you get married, you don't forget your mother, which means when I become a citizen, I don't forget my Kenyan. So I still have a lot of family members. I intend to go back home after some time, after I've helped. The legacy I will leave in this country is helping my people, but the legacy I want to leave home is also being with them.
Well, time for us to stop there, but next we have an informative segment courtesy of Centum Real Estate.
Investment tips with Centum Real Estate. Centum Real Estate. Real estate with real experience.
So my name is Monica Nyanya. I am handling the rental channel here at Centum Real Estate. The rental channel within Centum Real, what we do, once we hand over the units after selling, the rental channel takes care of finding new tenants, the lease administration, and the property management. So we have two options. We have furnished units and we also have unfurnished units. So the typology for Riverbank Apartments, which is right behind me, the typology is 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and 3 bedrooms. So for loft, we have 4 bedroom duplexes for all of them. Cascadia, we are going to have 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms. And for Mzizi, we are going to have studios, 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, and 3 bedrooms. The guarantee we can give as Centum Real Estate is impeccable service, the tenant sourcing, and guaranteed return on investment. Most of our client base is diaspora clients, and how we are able to work hand in hand is through good partnership with them. Between the clients and Centum Real Estate, we have put in structures to ensure that their units are in good hands. Once we are done handing over, we are tasked with the responsibility of sourcing for the tenants. We do management for their units, and we ensure that the rental amounts get to them in the major currencies that they may choose. So investing with Centum Real Estate guarantees you the peace of mind because we are a trusted developer in the region. We have a property manager on site who manages all the properties that we hand over, and to ensure that everything is going on well in your unit and that you get the return on investment at the end of the day.
Investment tips with Centum Real Estate. Centum Real Estate. Real estate with real experience.
With that, we have come to the end of the show, but before I leave your screens, we have been bringing you investment opportunities by Centum Real Estate, and today it is no different. Yes, we have an exciting investment opportunity, a Wali estate at Vipingo Development in Kilifi. If interested, kindly contact Centum Re for more information. With that, we're done. Many thanks for watching, and let's do this again next time.
Unity Homes is a housing developer, and we focus on creating high-grade investment properties. We were founded in 2015 really with the aim of producing high-quality homes at an affordable price. At present, we have 3 projects ongoing within Tartu City. Silver Hill is a passion project. I love that London-style architecture. The ground floor is a dining room, living room, open-plan kitchen. It's got an electric fireplace. The whole thing opens up into your own private garden. We've got a gym, we've got a swimming pool, we've got a sauna, we've got a business centre, but we've also got a private park. I would urge anybody who's watching this, whether you're in the diaspora, whether you're in Kenya, you should get in touch with us. We make sure that these are pleasant places to bring up families.